Hey, I'm in the kitchen and I'm making a snack, so I thought I'd let you in on it. I've got one ingredient today that can make me a multiple of different snacks, desserts, and that's just using coconut. So I don't know if you've tried this. You probably wouldn't want to do it in your regular food processor because when I first made this recipe, which was probably in excess of 15 years ago, I killed one of my food processors. So enter the Thermomix. This is the appliance for this particular recipe. But I believe if you have something like a Cuisinart or something that's a little bit more robust, you'd be able to do this too. So I'm going to make a coconut butter. So you can buy the coconut butters in Aldi and in your supermarket. And yeah, they're usually stiff and hard. And look, what I find is I buy up bulk with my coconut, and my coconut can make me a multitude of things. Love coconut. If you're like me, over 50, and you're a bit of a sweet tooth and you're trying to keep the weight off, coconut's one of your best friends. Healthy fats, and I'm going to pop about 4 cups today in my Thermomix. I can make granolas and my coconut milk, and a lot of my raw slices have nuts, seeds and coconut in them. So this is where I love to buy, bulk, giving you pretty much commercial prices, but it's organic. So there's 4 cups in there. I could go for the 5th, but I've got plans for more of that coconut, so I'm going to set that aside. So that's it, just 4 heaped cups coconut. Of course, it's being like this, it's not packed down, it's shredded. If you had some desiccated coconut, that might be a little bit more in those cups. So what I'm going to do is just going to blend this. Now this can take a couple of minutes, and I don't know that I can really talk to you while this is going, so you might just see me fussing around while this is on, but you can do a couple of minutes of stretches while you're watching this. I'm just going to pop this on, speed 7 up. Let's go 9. Okay, what's that? Just over a minute. Gave her a bit of a cleaner while we're waiting. All right, so by this stage, you will see it's starting to definitely turn this into a butter. So you just want to stop so you can have a bit of a scrape down. So you can see that. A dried ingredient becoming a liquid one. This is amazing. As I say, I think it took about 10 minutes in a food processor, and I did it a couple of times and I killed it. So thank goodness our Thermomix has got a reluctance motor, so you can't kill the motor. All right, I just found a recipe in that time, so we're just going to go back Give it another minute. We've just hit the 2-minute mark. So we've got the job almost done. I threw some vanilla essence in there, as you saw. It can still creep down in there while the machine is working. And you can see a little bit of heat created, which is good. Blades have been working. They've been going at 10,000 revs. Now you won't do this same recipe in your Vitamix, and the reason being everything just jumps everywhere, where I think you need a larger space on the base to keep it all down there. So that's 2 minutes. At this point, I'm just going to add an optional ingredient. I love this stevia. This Nirvana actually comes in some different flavours, so I've had vanilla and raspberry, but it's nearly empty, so I've just got my plain stevia. If you haven't got liquid stevia, this is a good thing to keep on you. Now, coconut is already sweet, but a couple of drops can just make a difference. When you're using it with the dropper, it's great because you can just put like, you know, 1/2 centimetre, and in you go, and you can actually see where this is a dropper format. All right, just going to give it another minute. As I say, those blades turn around 10,000 revs per minute, which is great because it still retains the nutrients and doesn't kill your food like some blenders that run at 30,000 revs per minute. It actually heats up. So, you know, if you left your smoothie blending and you walked off, you could end up with a soup. We don't want that. So I love my Thermomix for that reason. It does the best of the job without making heat in my machine. Now, look, I can get this to butter in anywhere between 3 and 5 minutes. It all depends on the coconut, which is really strange, I know. But I guess with anything, there's variations in the way they're processed, dried out. The actual product through the year, I suppose, is different when they harvest it. Our coconut oil is a bit like that, right? It quite varies up. So I really want to turn this liquidy, so I'm going to let it go a little bit longer. So bear with me, it'll be worth it. Just shy of 4 minutes. Let's take a look at it. It's sounding good. And you know, I could probably use this now if I was in a hurry and I wanted to make a slice, but because I'm wanting to make a coconut bark with this, I am just going to let it go that little bit further. And I don't know, sometimes even applying the heat can make a difference. So I have done this with heat. I've done this many times over, and I tell you, it's always slightly different each time. So I've never written it up as a recipe. So let me just pop in. Let's put in 2 minutes, and let's just hit our 37 degrees just to apply that little bit of heat, which might help it just bleed out that little bit more. What are we up to now? It's probably around 5 minutes. And it's getting there. Did I say that before? This is one, just a test of the patience, but it's oh so worth it. Look, this would be classed as coconut butter right now. It's mushy, and you can actually feel the heat in it. But you know what? I'm not going to keep you waiting. I'm going to press this out. If I was doing this on my own time, I would probably just go with 1 more minute, and then all up, you know, you're looking at 6 minutes. As I say, this can take me sometimes 3 minutes and it's done, and I can't believe it. Other times I can be still standing here around about 8 minutes. So definitely not the machine, it's the coconut, because I'm doing the same quantity every time and it just slightly varies. So if you want to pour that out just on a sheet of baking paper, or better still if you want to get these mats from our shop, which just means you can reuse them over and over again. Now here's my butter. It's quite soft, quite crazy, isn't it, when you saw that dried form, and now it's just liquefied really. And what you're wanting to do is really make this as thin as possible. Now if I go another minute or two and get that liquid, it literally pours out a bit looking like white chocolate, and that's pretty cool. So this is my coconut bark. I use this. You can stick it in a jar, and look, I know people that will love it, just love it. I've done this in classes when I've run some whole food classes, and people have told me that they just have enjoyed it so much they've kept it in a jar and popped it through baked potatoes. Okay, well that's each to your own. Just realise you can't see that. So for me, I don't use coconut butter all that often. I prefer a nut butter, but I love the flavour of this when it's been put in the freezer, and then just snap it up like chocolate. It really is lovely, and my dogs even love it. And it's a great healthy alternative, and it is so full of healthy fats that it feels like it's filling. It's like it satiates you. And I find that that is a great alternative these days to reaching for a, chocolate bar. Now, there's some good chocolate bars. It's not like you can access your good chocolate bar everywhere. You've got to go to your health food store or try and find it sugar-free and nasty-free. And then, of course, it comes with a price tag. So you're looking here, like I said, there's four cups of coconut, and I've just added a couple of drops of sweetener to that. Now, I've put, and I was going to show you this, but I didn't. While I was the antics in the background, I just de-seeded a pomegranate. I love pomegranates. I do buy them frozen, but I really do enjoy them fresh that much more. There's other things that I just enjoy fresh. Coconuts, coconut water. I cannot stand coconut bought in a store. It's just not the same. So I could have just popped a few drops of this in there and turned it to pink. Maybe even if I do a little drop here now, I get some effects. Look at that. Bit of colour. I think the Barbie movie's been around. Bit of colour, bit of sweetness. There you go. You can even top it like you do a chocolate bar. Throw things on it, which I have done in the past too. But I want to keep this pretty straightforward and simple because I'm going to partner this with one of my other favourite recipes, and that is and I saved it here. No, I didn't. Okay, I started looking for it, and that's the lemon butter. I found that while it was blending. You may have seen it pop up. The lemon butter is great, particularly when it's hot and it comes out, and I use my cold coconut bark from the fridge or the freezer and dip it in, and it's just a beautiful, beautiful partnership. So that's my little snack go-to idea for you today. There's a few different ways you can use this. As I say, you could put this in a bottom of a muffin tray and make it a base and add other things, strawberries, what have you. You can just play around. I've used a couple of my recipes and combined them, so that really is a versatile recipe. Now, while I'm here, while I'm finishing, I was just going to say who here needs to give their Thermomix a bit of love, because sometimes she gets a caning and we just forget to give her such a nice cleaner. So I used to use my tint brush back in the day, but I have recently purchased the brush that you can get from the Mix shop, which is great. It's got the end for the arms, and then it's got this part here to just get through into the little crevices. So it might be well worth the effort for a 5-minute clean. Of course, no product on your machine. And for so long I was using, as I do in the kitchen sink, I was using my microfiber cloth, which is what I found out eventually is what's removed a little bit of my writing. That's right, because it's slightly abrasive. So don't use your cloth. So chucks is the way to go. And it's nice and soft. So to clean up, get in there. Okay, now it's wet. I'll give it a dry. So yeah, do a little clean up every now and then. Thank you for it. Don't forget to turn her over and have a little feet need a wipe every now and then. You might have a glider board. You still want to do that because you can still get a little bit of flour and grains of stuff in the way. So I hope you've enjoyed that. That's my lovely high fat, healthy fat coconut bar. Hope you'll give it a try.